Kindly pick your question. And she picked video question number 6 from Win-Win and Celebra, our Queen Philippines 2022.
Buenas noches, this is Win-Win and Sorella, your Queen Philippines Universe 2022. And this is your question. In 2018, the Miss Universe organization has made a history by allowing Angela Ponce, an openly trans women beauty queen from Spain, join the Miss Universe 2018 competition. This paved a way for many discussions that involve the trans community. In the name of fairness, let us switch the variables. Would you allow a biological woman to join a pageant originally intended for trans women and gays?
I will read the question once again. In 2018, the Miss Universe organization has made a history by allowing Angela Ponce, an openly trans woman beauty queen from Spain, to join the Miss Universe 2018 competition. This paved the way for many discussions that involved the trans community. In the name of fairness, let us switch the variables. Would you allow a biological woman to join a pageant originally intended for trans women and gays?
Thank you so much for that very wonderful and very relevant question. Ladies and gentlemen, beauty pageant is not just about showing the physical beauty, the biological design of some specific individual. But I believe that let's go beyond the purpose of joining beauty pageant, which is showing the purpose and advocacy of the specific candidate joining such beauty pageant. And I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that since beauty pageant is not just about the physical beauty or what we call what is in between of our legs, I believe that everyone with this right advocacy purpose of joining beauty pageants are allowed to join the pageant of trans one pageant because transgender woman is a woman, and woman itself is what we call the pillar of hope, which symbolizes that everyone that everyone is allowed to join. As long as you think that you're a woman, there's nothing wrong about it. As long as you have the purpose, as long as you advocate something for the development of the community, not just the LGBT community, but the whole society in general, then you are accepted to join beauty pageant. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you so much, Queen Pamukutan. Next up, we have Queen Pasonanka.
And she picked video question number 1 from Miss Jason Ramos, our Queen Festival Zamboanga 2017.
Good evening, everyone. This is Jason Ramos, your Queen Festival 2017. The question is, schools should be a safe places for everyone. But in the Philippines, students who are lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender too often find that their schooling experience is marked by bullying, discrimination, lack of access to LGBT-related information, and in some cases, physical or sexual assault. These abuses can cause deep and lasting harm and curtail students' right to education. Given a chance to have a seat and talk to the Secretary of Education, Her Excellency, Vice President Sara Duterte, what suggestion would you like to give to cease this concern?
Once again, the question is, schools should be a safe places for everyone. But in the Philippines, students who are lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender too often find that their schooling experience is marred by bullying, discrimination, lack of access to LGBT-related information, and in some cases, physical or sexual assault. These abuses can cause deep and lasting harm and curtail students' right to education. Given a chance to have a seat and talk to the Secretary of Education, Her Excellency Vice President Sara Duterte, what suggestion would you like to give to seize this concern?
Hi, good evening. Schools, my question is, schools should not be safe for everyone, right? But I guess that every place in our earth should be a safe place for everyone, not just school, but everywhere where we go. But in the Philippines, students who are lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender too often find their school experience in access to bullying and discriminations. And I can relate to that because in our schools, I was also bullied. I was discriminated, and it is hurt, and it is affecting our mental health. That's why I have given the chance to talk to our Secretary of Education, Vice President Sara Duterte. I will tell her that schools must also focus on educating people that we are also human, that we need respect, and we are not terrorists who are and rebellions, right? That's why if I am given a chance to talk with her, I will tell her that more education on our gender. And I believe that discrimination is very rampant and relevant today in our society. And I believe that people are getting discriminated for their gender. But I believe that no matter who you are, no matter who we are also human. We should not be invalidated because we are also just like normal people. And I believe that the key to stop discrimination is just education, more about in our gender, and being kind.
Thank you so much, Paso Nanka. We're down to the final 4 candidates. Let's all invite Queen Sinubo. Queen Sinubo picked a video question from Queen Philippines World 2019. She is Sheila Magpale. Let's all watch this.
Hi, mabuhay! I am Sheila Magpale III, your Queen Philippines World 2018. And my question is, what is the biggest issue that the LGBT community is facing and how it should be addressed?
Once again, the question of Queen Philippines World 2019 Sheila Magpale is, what is the biggest issue that the LGBT community is facing and how should it be addressed?
Good evening, everybody. I always believe that everything stems from the top. So if we could have an amazing government and a good leaders that are seated to rule our country, it is best for us to address the issue properly. Mainly, it's because of the LGBT that we are facing right now more discriminations. And I believe it is time for us to address this issue. And I always believe that SOGI bill is the very best resolution for us to address it to our government. And if we could have an amazing communication with our governments and to our LGBTQIA plus community, and I think that we could have an amazing world. And I always believe that as a member of this community, we have the right to a transparent, committed, and competent and impartial justice system, free from influence and discrimination, where wrong are redressed and justice are dispensed fairly. because as a transformational trans woman, I believe that I am ready to face each situation with clear vision and clear confidence, and I stay grounded for what I believe in now, and that is to address this issue properly, because in we could change the world, and it is our time starts now.
Thank you, Queen Cinnabon. Now, right now, we'll be inviting Queen Santa Catalina, our fast track winner for Runway Challenge. Congratulations.
And she picked video question number 4 from the Queen Festival 2018, Miss Paula Vega.
Hello, zamboanga. This is Maria Paula Vega Bacus Espina, the Philippines' most traveled beauty queen. And here's my question. In November 2022, the Secretary of Justice, Honorable Jesus Crispin Ramiro, said in a press conference that he thinks that culturally we are not ready when asked about his take regarding the same-sex marriage on Soul bill proposal. As part of the LGBTQI+ community, how important it is to legitimize same-sex marriage and or same-sex union in the Philippines. And do you think that our country is really ready for that?
Once again, the question is, in November of 2022, the Secretary of Justice, Honorable Jesus Crispin Ramula, said in a press conference, I think culturally we are not ready for that. When asked about his take regarding same-sex marriage on Soji bill proposal, as part of the LGBT community, how important it is to legitimize same-sex marriage and or same-sex union in the Philippines. And do you think that our country is really not ready for that?
Thank you and good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not important for us to legalize same-sex marriage because as me, I grew up in a Christ-centered family where my parents taught me that that marriage is just only for man and woman. However, in this modern time and age, I believe that it is very important to legalize same-sex union here in our country. After all, every one of us has the right to love, and every one of us has the right to be legalized and to be accepted, even not by the church, but the community itself. Ladies and gentlemen, if there is really one thing that I would want to focus here, that is definitely love. Love not just for the gender, but love as a human being. Ladies and gentlemen, we should always remember that love is the most powerful thing in this world. The kind of unceasingly emotion to all humankind and the kind of love that impels people to go into community and try to take risks for what they believe in to propel humanity towards the desire of possibility. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you so much, Queen of Santa Catalina. And now, second to the last, our Queen from Barangay Tetuan.
We're down to the final two right now. Queen Tetuan, please pick the envelope for your fate. We have a video question number 7 from Steffi Venice, the Reina ng Mandaue 2023.
Hi, good evening. My name is Steffi Venice Cabao, your newly crowned Reina de Mandaue 2023. And my question for you tonight is, if God will show up at your doorstep one day to talk about your sexuality and identity, what would you want to ask or tell him?
Okay, Queen Tatuan, if God will show up at your doorstep one day to have a talk with you about your sexuality and identity, what would you want to ask or tell him?
Thank you for that wonderful question. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am so lucky if I would be given a chance to talk to God. And I would be excited, so excited to tell Him that tonight is a manifestation that we, the LGBTQ community, once again has been united to show to the Filipino community, to show to the world that we are indeed a blessing and that we exist. And before I leave the stage, I would say a saying, in everything we do, we should put God first, for He will direct us and crown us with success. Thank you, and once again, muchísimas gracias y vaya con Dios.
Thank you so much, Queen Tetuan.
And down to the last candidate, or queen from Barangay Sabud.
There's the only one left, so this is destined for you, Queen Sambud. You may open that, please.
And the best video question number 2 came from Queen Ayesha Tolentino, our Miss Q&A 2019 finalist.
Hello. So in 2021, many of our favorite superhero characters have come out as part of the LGBTQIA++ community. The next generation Superman, named Jonathan Kent, who is the son of Clark Kent and Lois Lane, is actually bisexual. Batman's partner, Robin, is also exploring his sexuality and has agreed to go on a date with another boy. Loki, the brother of Thor, was confirmed to be bisexual in the Disney Plus 2021 series called Loki. This means that LGBTQIA++ representation and LGBTQIA characters are now given value and recognized. My question is, if you are to create a fictional superhero character, what would be his, her, or their superpower?
Once again, the question is, in 2021, many of our favorite superhero characters have come out as part of the LGBT. The next generation Superman, Jonathan Kent, who is the son of Clark Kent and Lois Lane, is actually bisexual. Batman's partner, Robin, is also exploring his sexuality and agreed to go on a date with another boy. While Loki, the brother of Thor, was confirmed to be bisexual in 2021 Disney Plus series. This means that LGBT representation is thriving and LGBT characters are now given value and recognized. If you are to create a fictional superhero character, what would be his or her superpowers?
Thank you for that question. I do believe that first of all, gender is fluid, and if we propose and try to put someone or a character in a Disney or cartoon movie just for kids, I think we are moving and stepping forward to the right direction. And if I will create someone with a superpower, that superhero will be someone who will let you put out or have a power to let you come out from your total and authentic self. Because ladies and gentlemen, it is not our differences that truly divides us. It is our inability to accept, recognize, and celebrate those differences. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Queen of Sambud.
We all heard the responses of our top 10 finalists in their individual